Zach and Ali from the Nomadic Habits YouTube channel travel to the United States in their camper van. On January the 24th, 2023, the couple are parked up near Bridge City, Texas. They've just finished work for the day, but just as they would normally be about to relax and unwind, a highly unsettling warning comes through on the radio.
Zach got off work at 1 o'clock today because we've been under a tornado watch since 10:50 this morning, and the warnings continue to get closer and closer. Yeah, I'm freaking out just a little bit.
We're heading out the van and we're gonna get in that ditch right there and we're gonna hunker down.
My heart's beating a million miles an hour and Zach's worried about filming. Here, we're just gonna get prepared. There's your leash. Freaking out. Having a panic attack.
But then they hear the worst possible news. The storm is coming right for them. With no time to unlock their rig and drive out of there, there's nothing for them to do but hunker down and hope for the best. But when the wind picks up and the rain begins to fall, it's hard for them not to panic.
I'm freaking out.
The warning will be allowed to expire.
See, warnings are expiring.
No, it's not. It's not. It's still there. It's still on the radar. Up north of us, it's expired. But like on top of us, look at that. It's on top of us. That one has not expired. That warning that's right there has not expired. I'm serious. They're all around us right now. Babe, seriously. Where do we go? What do we do? I'm having a panic attack. And they're getting worse.
For 9 miles north of Louisville, moving northeast.
Seriously, are we okay? We're not okay. This is not okay. This isn't okay.
A large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Orange Field or near Bridge City, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour.
Is that a train? Is that a train? What the f*** is that? What is that?
No idea.
Seriously! Zach, do we even go over there? Seriously, what the f***?
Says over Bridge City. It's coming right at us.
Zach, what do we do?
We calm down. That's what we do.
And complete destruction is possible.
That's a tornado.
Stop!
Move!
Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get down Marlin.
Around 4:50 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's only around 4:50.
As the tornado gets closer, a terrified Ali can be heard screaming while Zach tries to calm her down. Within seconds, the storm is right on top of them. Zach and Ali grab their dogs and run for their lives, taking shelter in a ditch near their camper. Incredibly, all 4 of them were unhurt. But Zach and Ali will likely never forget what happened that day. A man named Guay from Cuba was hiking in a forest with his wife. They start their adventure early in the afternoon, hoping to reach their camping spot by nightfall. However, darkness descends quicker than they expected. While hiking for a while through the forest in pretty much total darkness, Guay and his wife hear something in the trees. They turn and look and see this.
Ah, señor, ¿está ahí perdido? Yo estoy buscando, viejo, por casualidad, nosotros somos por aquí mismo, vos sé que estamos cuidando la zona, vaina, todo. ¿Podemos ayudar en algo? ¿Ahora? Ah, señor. Si estáis buscando algo, nosotros te ayudamos, ¿qué está ahí? ¿Ah? Pues es que ¿cómo se llama? Yo vivo por aquí. ¿Te ayudamos en algo? Buscamos a la policía. ¿Ah? Vámonos. Vamos.
Something with glowing eyes can be seen standing in the darkness. At first, Gwei and his wife think it's a man and they try to communicate with it. But whatever this is just stands there with its eyes glowing in the darkness. Gwei uploaded this video to social media saying that he believes it's a demon. But what do you think this is? Share your thoughts in the comments. On July the 6th, 2024, Carl from the YouTube channel Welcome to the Woods UK was hiking through the woods near his home looking for a place to set up camp. As he's making his way through the dense trees, he notices something unsettling.
I have found some really bizarre tracks today. This boot print doesn't match my boot print. It does look fairly old, but it is very strange and it's quite big. So it's definitely a man or someone that wears a very, very big shoe. I'll just spin you around to show you it. Look at that. My God.
A large footprint can be seen in the mud, one that definitely doesn't belong to him. Normally, a footprint wouldn't be anything to get concerned about, but Carl says other people rarely come through this patch of woods due to its remote location, and it's hard to ignore the abnormal size of the footprint. It almost seems to be too big to be human. Carl previously set up trail cameras around the woods to capture different kinds of animals that pass by, so he decides to reposition one of the cameras, hoping to find out who or what made those prints.
I think the best bet is to get my live camera, the one that I can pick up on the phone, which I put in a few weeks ago at a different location in the woodland. I'm going to go there now, retrieve that camera and program it onto one of these trees and get a reception, make sure it's working good on the phone, and then I can keep an eye on this area even at home in my bed.
Carl repositions the camera and decides to check it in the morning to see if it recorded anything out of the ordinary. Later, despite a creepy sense of unease and the feeling that he's not alone in the woods, Carl finds a spot to set up camp and tries to settle in for the night. However, it's not long before he's woken by some disturbing noises.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear, but there's definitely someone out there. Fuck's sakes. 2 seconds. Hello? I'll be honest with you, I feel like going. That might be exactly what I do.
Carl, freaked out, decides to leave the woods and head back home, but the next morning, when he checks the trail cam footage recorded that night, what he discovers sends a chill down his spine. Some sort of figure can be seen moving through the trees. Carl initially thinks it's a person, but his viewers point out that the figure appears to be completely covered in dark hair. This has led many to speculate that this is some kind of cryptid, perhaps a UK version of Bigfoot, or maybe even a werewolf. But what do you think it is? Bigfoot, werewolf, or something else? Let me know. Sometimes the most disturbing encounters a person can have while camping have nothing to do with freak weather events or creepy figures in the woods. Sometimes the scariest thing out there is other people. Van life YouTuber Alyssa Vanilla knows this all too well. In October 2022, she was camping in the desert near Tucson, Arizona, when she was suddenly approached by a stranger.
Hi. Yes, I am.
Just kind of checking, making sure everybody's got enough water.
Oh, okay. Are you a ranger or?
No, I just live close.
An all-terrain vehicle drives up to Alyssa's camping spot, and a man, identifying himself as Johnny, strikes up a conversation. According to him, he just wants to make sure that Alyssa has water, but as she and many of her friends have noticed, he doesn't actually have any water with him. When he offers Alyssa a shower back at his place, she knows her gut feeling about this guy was correct. Eventually, Johnny gets back into his vehicle and drives away, but that's not the last time Alyssa will see him.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
so you have a guy
Uh-huh.
on the mountain up there that is watching you with binoculars.
Okay, well, that's unnerving. Well, I guess I won't be staying.
Well, it's not that you can't stay. Just, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
The other side of the mountain is safer.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He's driving a older Dodge pickup, and he told me he comes out here and offers water
Uh-huh.
to people, but I would stay away from him.
Johnny delivers a warning that someone is watching Alyssa from a hill nearby. Alyssa thanks Johnny for telling her, but she still can't shake the feeling that there's something off about him. Several viewers don't believe that there ever was anyone watching Alyssa and that Johnny made up the story to gain her trust. One commenter said, "What freaked me out was his subtle attempt to lure you out of your van and close to him by trying to get you to look at that supposed truck." Alyssa trusts her instincts and stays in the van, making sure to record everything on camera just in case anything happens. As the conversation trails off, Alyssa expects Johnny to drive off and leave her alone, but what he does next has left viewers really creeped out.
That's really sucks. It was really nice out here, but well, at least I got to put my laundry away. It's always easier to do housekeeping out in the open rather than in the city somewhere. So just finishing up my laundry and then I'll probably have to leave, but that's okay. Do you need anything?
No,
Okay.
no.
Johnny stares at Alyssa in silence, and viewers say it looks as if he's trying to decide whether or not to attack Alyssa. Alyssa is so scared by the encounter that she immediately leaves the campsite, and the thought of what that man could have done to her still haunts her to this day. YouTube user Creepy Outdoors was camping in the woods with his tent pitched, a fire lit, and his speakers playing some relaxing music. Creepy Outdoors is ready to settle in for a night under the stars, but then he hears something that makes his heart miss a beat. He's not sure what it is, so he grabs his flashlight and goes to check it out.
Let's see how this place looks like without any lights. Pitch black. Imagine being out here. This is one of the creepiest forests I've ever been. And I'll be spending the night here. I'm not sure if you guys ever seen the Blair Witch Project, but damn, this is just giving me Blair Witch Project vibes.
As Creepy Outdoors is walking through the dark forest with only his flashlight to guide him, he notices how creepy his surroundings are. Many of the trees are dead, and there also doesn't seem to be many animals around, making the forest eerily quiet. However, Creepy Outdoors is about to hear something utterly horrifying.
Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get back to camp.
A voice calls out through the darkness, scaring Creepy Outdoors so badly that he immediately runs for his life. But who or what was lurking in the shadows? LPZ from South Africa was camping in the savannah with a few friends when they encountered something utterly terrifying. LP quickly grabs his phone and starts recording. This is what he captured on camera. The roar of an animal draws closer and closer, leaving LP and his friends frozen with fear inside their tent. After several minutes that seem to go on for hours, LP quietly unzips the tent and sneaks into his nearby car, with his phone still poised to catch the animal on camera. A huge male lion shows up, curiously investigating the tent. LP realizes this is what was making the noises that terrified him and his friends just before. Although they all make it back home safely, the encounter leaves them shaken, and LP vows to be more careful about where he sets up camp in the future. Thanks so much for watching. If you're up for more scary videos, check out one of these next. You're gonna love them. Oh, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.